if I can restart. Hello. There we go. We should be back now.
Are we?
Yeah,
Good.
I think so.
Oh, sorry about
Alright.
that, everybody.
Yeah, so it seems like my CPU is overheating, and I don't think it's because of the game, it's just because of everything else I'm doing, unfortunately. Yeah, so I do apologize for that, but it just
When you're
froze.
streaming and recording and all that stuff, yeah.
Right.
Contacts.
Alright, so let's just actually try to continue and see.
Yeah.
Okay,
alright.
so my name has gone back to the interesting.
Oh, we don't like that. Here, we don't like that.
Yeah.
Let's get you situated. All right, let's see. Boris.
So the slime ball is about to slap me.
Oh, right. Okay.
Correct?
Correct.
Mm. Slap me,
see.
silly. I
Yeah.
dare you.
All right, so let's do this. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, terrible.
That was such a sussy slap.
All right, you
quite
dodge
hit.
out of the way.
Woo!
Tishwa, it is your turn.
I shake my ears and I laugh. Haha. Okay. I'm going to... First, I'm going to sit and shake my ears a bit more and fart, because I'm a stinky goat. And I'm thinking real hard because this slap in the face really didn't scare me. So,
Nice, man. Nice.
yeah, just sitting, checking out my little hooves.
What are you doing? Are you going to attack?
I'm thinking about it. I don't know yet.
You have 6 seconds to think about it.
You have 6 seconds now. Remember
I do?
that in a
Okay,
D&D round.
Grab
So
my
you have
ice
to
knife, and I slash it and I cut it
Ice
low
knife.
from my low position of seating.
Nice, dude. All right, so you're like right up in its its face.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind
pretty
of-
much.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's kind of face. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so what does ice knife do? I'm not sure. It's a spell, right?
1d10 piercing on hit.
Okay, piercing. All right, go ahead. Why don't you roll? So that's going to be. Is it? Are you adding any of your spell casting bonus or anything like that?
No.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll your damage.
10, right?
1d10. You got it. Yep.
Okay, well, I got a 20 there just because. Alright, let's try this one. Oh, and I got 210 just because. Give me a second.
Okay.
Ha!
Okay. 6 damage. All right. So your ice knife penetrates, and it kind of starts to freeze up in the inside, and the slime starts to crystallize right before you, and along with the burning that it had and this ice knife stuff, it just kind of solidifies, and it's no longer moving. So good job.
Ah,
right.
it's so cool like ice. Okay.
All right,
Well
Mr.
done.
Boris. Go
Alrighty.
ahead, Blix. You see Blix kind of like turn. He's like, ah! And he's trying to run away, but go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, he runs straight up, and I'm going to just open up the character sheet.
All right.
I forgot to do that. Let's see. And I'm going to Boris is sort of just brings his great sword over his shoulder and does a swing, trying to capture his neck.
Nice.
Let's
a nice
see.
little golf swing for Boris.
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Because he's very small.
So there is Boris. So
Yeah.
you. And on his sword swing, he has a +5. So,
Damn. All right. Pretty strong.
Wow.
so
Oh.
3 + 5. Okay.
Okay.
So, nope. And I
do you
don't-
have the war domain? Don't you get like 2 attacks?
I do I
Oh no, you're not. You might
don't-
not.
I don't
You're
think
only
I
level.
do, but I might
Okay.
have a cantrip.
Do you have
a
to do your
bonus action.
cantrip before?
It's if it's a bonus action, you don't. But most cantrips are not bonus actions; they're an action. Yeah, so that's all I can do.
Okay. All right. So Blix is running away, man. Let's see. He's kind of going 1, 2, 5.
Ugh.
All right, he's running down this hallway.
So he's bolting basically.
Yep, absolutely. He just doesn't want any part of like you guys. He saw what you did to his buddy and to the slime. All right, Tishra, what are you gonna do? You hear the merchant as Blix runs by. The merchant's like, "Please help me out of here."
Oh, what do you work here or are you a customer?
He tells you that he works here. In fact, he worked at the vending area, right?
Oh, we're not in sorry, we're not in combat anymore.
Oh no, you're still in combat if you want, but the goblin is running away.
Oh no, I would definitely try to
destroy the goblin.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing because this guy's only worth like 10 shillings.
Yes.
10 shillings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shillelagh.
We'll
Alright,
grab you on the way out, alright, buddy?
Alright, so you run by, tell him that as you're running by and getting
You're probably safer in there anyways.
But how close can you get? Let's see.
So let's see. Hannah was, I think she was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can probably go to right here.
Yeah, because I have
And then-
30 feet.
Yeah.
Do you have anything ranged?
I do. I could actually do a, what's it called? Sorry, I'm not very... what was the one where I can appear, use a cloud
Oh
to appear
yeah,
somewhere
you can. That's right.
because then I can go 60 feet instead of 30 feet.
You
Oh,
do have
nice.
something like that. Let's see.
Bark skin.
I think it's under
and
your sort of normal attributes.
Oh,
Let's see, as in something that has to do with your race or character.
attack.
So let's go to.
text. No, I'm pretty sure it's. Oh, maybe it's abilities. No, sorry. What am I saying? Attacks.
It's phase step.
sorry.
Misty step. That's the one.
Oh,
Yes.
misstep. Yep. Okay.
It's under your traits. So under your racial traits.
Nice.
Where?
There's like there's a tab there with your sort of traits, class features it might be called.
So where would you like to misstep?
Limit.
Would you like to misstep right behind him or in front of him?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just, if you guys don't mind, because I don't really.
But that
know
is a,
where it is.
Yeah, so that is a
I would like to go right in front of him so he can't go through me.
Okay. So you're kind of blocking the way right now, trying to like.
hopefully you can sort of scaring him into at least sort of stopping a bit.
Yep.
I appear in front of him and I do a starfish with my body and my ears, and I look really, really, really odd to the point where he gets distracted.
Awesome. Okay. And he absolutely does. Boris, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm going to. Let's see. I'm going to move as far as I can towards him. So let's see. 1, 2. I have 30 feet, which is 5, isn't it, or something? 1, 2, 3. How far? About here.
Yep. You got it.
All right. So that's a bit further than I would like. However, I do have. We have magic. We should just use magic.
Absolutely, man.
So let's do. Let's see. Was it flaming? No, no, I don't have any slots for that. So, when fairy fire doesn't do anything, does it?
Fairy Fire will outline him, and I think give you advantage on your next attack rolls. It'll
Okay,
outline him in this kind of like fiery kind of thing.
All right, so let's actually use let's use command.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And because okay, so if he's prone, for instance,
Right.
Or yeah, okay. So if I tell him to halt, how long will they halt for? The target doesn't move and takes no action.
Yeah. Probably. Let's see. I'll say. You know what? For his turn, he can probably lose a turn.
All right, so I'm gonna.
He's kind of scared. He's
Okay,
out
I'm
of his
gonna.
wits right now.
All right, I'm gonna cast a spell command, and I'm gonna
Nice.
ask him to halt, which is a Wisdom 14
Okay.
saving throw.
All right. So let's do this. All right. Here we go. Oh
Wow.
Absolutely.
Oh.
He's like, screw you, buddy.
All right.
You. He's like, yeah. He's like, fuck you.
So
I
that
won't
wa-
do what you tell me.
That was my turn.
All right.
Ah, shit. That's okay. He used up all his numbers on that. I'll just do my primal savagery again.
All right. Rip him to
And-
shreds.
Yeah, and
All right, man.
my nails come out like Xavier's, and I decide to just backstab him in his spine and lift him up because he's so small.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Damn!
Aw.
You guys are not doing too well right now.
Oh, it's all because I didn't shave my nails before we went in here.
All right, so he's going to he's actually going to start running around. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cast let's see, flaming strike. And I think, yeah, you know what? Nah, I'll just cast another magic missile. Screw it.
Not again.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 damage to you, Tishwa.
Ouch. Oh, okay.
All right, hits you right in the backside. Let's see. And he laughs, and he just probably is resigned to death. He knows he's probably not going to make it out of here. All right, your turn.
Tishwa.
Tishwa.
I really like my primal savagery. I'm gonna just run up to him and try one more time.
All right.
This time I'll lift him from his underneath his rib cage.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this again.
It's brutal and beautiful. Brutiful.
And stinky.
And stink. Okay, so wait, hold up. Wait, you got a plus. Do you have any pluses to that attack? Because his armor class is actually pretty low. You may
it
hit.
is.
It's +4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, his armor class is 12. So, all right.
Yes.
So 1d10 acid damage.
Oh, sorry. I don't have nails like Xavier, because Xavier isn't. I was thinking Wolverine, but Xavier has
Yeah.
metallic stuff. Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
That's all right.
Okay. He's my uncle.
All right, so roll your damage. What is that? A 1d10? You said, Johnny?
1d10, yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Acid
go ahead,
damage.
Go ahead, Hannah.
1d10.
Yep.
Alright. Huh? 4.
Okay, 4 plus.
That's
You have any-
probably just
Damage modifiers?
Probably.
Just
It
four?
looks like
4.
just 4.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah.
But
you,
it's acid damage, but I suppose that doesn't really matter.
okay, so yeah, you acid damage.
A spell damage
Okay.
increases by.
Oh, all right,
Okay.
I gotcha. Gotcha,
Yeah.
man. Gotcha. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Boris, go ahead.
Right. Can I actually make it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can make it.
Yes!
Yeah, and I'm gonna swing my my sword. And I'm gonna flag him for an attack for once.
All right.
Okay. Well.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
All right.
I
So
really like
that's
that sound.
wow.
Oh.
So that's a 6 plus 5, so 11.
Shit!
Okay. Oh man,
Woo!
just missed.
Oh.
Whoosh over his head.
What?
All
I
right.
swear, goblins and us. It's
I
just.
thought it was the last strand.
It's just goblins, you said.
Ah, this guy is slippery.
All right. So you see him disappear around the corner.
Ah.
You guys
All
follow?
I'm out.
You're out?
Yeah, as in, I'm not gonna follow.
Alright,
We'll-
I'm
we'll,
doing
We'll pick it up later.
my...
I'm just gonna go over to the.
All right. So you're out of combat mode right now.
All right.
Okay.
You spared the
Got it.
goblin's life. For now.
He's weakened.
All right.
all right.
Let's claim our gold for this guy at least.
Okay.
What?
So you free the merchant,
No way.
and
Hey.
he comes out. He says, "Thank you very much," and you see him kind of start to go back to his area and swearing under his breath about the goblins making a mess of his station. He's trying to pick up like where he left off, and he explains that he is a vendor here at Fungin Incorporated. So essentially, what you do is they have coins that fall off of and actually I didn't explain this to you guys when these goblins before. When you kill the goblins before, the slime and the other one, you see like a rune kind of a magic rune kind of like appear above it, and then out of that rune falls these gold coins, and upon closer inspection you see that they're not actually gold coins, they look like tokens. And you'd find it like, I don't know, some kind of like fun park or something like that. And he says like, "Yo, yeah, you can trade in those coins for some of my goods if you like."
Okay, so Boris looks around at those coins and
Yeah.
and then looks at the vendor. Well, I would assume that saving your life now would be worth some of those coins.
Absolutely. Why don't you try making a persuasion check?
Persuasion. That's a +4.
All
Let's
right.
see. But I'm just rolling under 10 anyway, so.
Yeah.
Hey, 16 plus. what
All
was it?
right.
+4, so 20.
Yep. All right. Well, he sighs, but he smiles and said, "All right, you know what? You're right. Thank you so much for saving my life. Here, have some potions on the house." And he hands you guys a couple of potions each, and on the bottle, they're essentially cure light wounds potions. So they will do like 1d8 plus 4, each.
I could probably use one.
Absolutely, yeah. So go
Yeah.
ahead and
Could I
grab.
have one?
So I just,
so
Roll
just
a
gobble it
D8?
down.
Should I roll a D8?
yeah, if you guys want to heal up real quick.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
let's use one of those. So that
3
was an
plus
8.
4.
So I heal for 8. Oh, that gives me up a good. So brings me up to full health. So that's
Beautiful.
nice.
But it's your number plus 4?
Hmm.
Is it your number plus 4, or is it just the dice number?
The potion.
Yeah, I thought it was 1d8 plus 4.
Was that what you said, Jason?
Yeah, 1d8
Yep.
plus 4.
Okay.
Okay. 4, 7, which means I am almost back to normal.
Okay. So as far as the tokens, you guys have, I'll just say you guys collect, let's see, we'll do, one off the first dude. Okay, and then 6 off the second. So
that
7
9?
tokens total. 9. Yeah,
Wow.
so 9. So 10 tokens total.
All right.
And you can spend them in any participating vendor within Fungin and on any of the floors. So
Fungin TM.
yeah.
So add item and let's add let's say 10.
Okay, yeah. All right. So you guys are using Beyond right now to get the stuff in there, or?
Yeah, we're trying to. Let's see.
There's a
cool.
toilet over here.
10. Oh, you need a toilet.
There's a door over there. It looks like a toilet. Can I go in it?
Well, you could.
Yeah, you can
try
try
opening
opening
it.
Yeah. That green
right-
cob really did a shit I can't open this one. I thought maybe a token would help me through there.
Can you You can right click on it.
And do a
Should be able to
Yes, I
right click
can.
on it. Okay. Yes. So there you go.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, Boris. I think I did not find the bathroom.
This is the bathroom. So it looks like one. It's just a
It
throne
kinda
in the
does.
middle. Sure, that's something you
All
could
right.
sit and
I can
do
probably
something
just
in.
take a. Let me just go behind the bush here. I'll be fine.
All right. So you guys enter the this garden type area, and the lighting changes. There is actually a big hole in the ceiling where
Uh-oh.
animals and some light kind of shines through. Now, upon coming in, you guys see. Look familiar? All right. So, a ghost, an apparition comes up, shaking in your boots. Oh, no. So, so this guy comes up to you and basically, it's a whole scripted event essentially, where like as soon as you enter, out of this little obelisk thing, this ghost appears and says, "Ooh, help me finish my guard walking around and guard me while I do it." And he says, "It's just open my grave here, and I will come out, and you can help me." So essentially, he wants you guys to open up in this part of the dungeon, open up this sarcophagus, and
What
Yeah.
is it you do? You want to free your spirit, or
no, he
aren't
doesn't want to free
you-
his spirit. He just wants to complete one round around this run around this garden area, and then he wants to come back into rest.
All right.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Gimmicky thing.
Boris just looks at Tishwa, shrugs his shoulders, and just
Eh,
starts walking
Why
towards
not?
the middle. Then
Okay.
opens.
All right.
I'm gonna go
see.
for my shit. Mm.
The
Okay.
sarcophagus opens slowly, and out pops, just like he said,
Oh,
a skeletal guard.
is that what you said?
No. Well, he didn't actually tell you that part. But yeah.
Alright,
So okay, so this is what's gonna happen. This guy is gonna begin to walk his little routine here
Alright.
as a guard, and you guys need to escort him just once around this area.
Just once around this area?
Yeah, just so.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so let's go into. I'm gonna try doing this through combat mode, man, and see if we can.
Sure. It's probably gonna be a lot of weird names again. I need to fix that. That
How
was a new one.
long do you think it would take to walk around this garden? A minute?
let's- Perhaps.
Okay. Could I just start by doing a gust?
Okay.
Yeah. I release a gust around this soldier.
Oh. Are you pushing him?
No, I'm protecting him, so I'm pushing away any evil spirits at least 5 spaces.
Nice, man. Nice. Okay. So, let's see.
He's dead. He can't smell anything.
No, absolutely not.
Uh,
So, we'll start with the. Yeah, let me line this guy up first. We'll start with the skeleton. He's going to move. Well, there. All right. Go ahead, Tishwa. Your turn. He's just walking around slowly, kind of with a vacuous kind of look about him, just this dead.
huh.
So, are you gonna move with him or?
I would like to follow him, yes.
Oh, okay. So go ahead.
I'm just gonna
You're just
hang
gonna follow up behind him or hang up. Yeah.
beside him.
Okay. Boris.
Yeah. I run up beside him.
Okay. So he comes up to this point, and I'll let you guys catch up to him real quick. So go ahead. And Boris. And as soon as you round the corner,
Uh huh.
let's see.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
As soon as you round the corner, you notice you hear some big flapping noises up above you, and down come gigantic
no.
bats.
Oh my god.
Screeching, and
Wait,
let's
they
see.
can't land. They can't land that close to him because he has a guster on him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they have to
Alright.
land 5 spaces away.
Holy sh! Wow, that works perfectly for these guys. Okay.
Are you just making
Okay.
that up now? You just
No.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, no, is this in the rules, man? This is like a classic "Would you say" that my Timmy Club.
Is it 5 feet or 5 spaces?
I'm guessing 5 space.
5. Is it feet?
Probably feet.
Okay, so does that mean 1 square?
Oh, just 5 feet? Oh, I thought you said 5
Ah!
feet. Okay.
I thought it was 5
Alright.
squares. Okay.
I thought that
Alright.
I thought that was a bit far.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's still too far away.
Okay, so they land there. How long does this gust last? And is it concentration?
For 1 minute.
Oh, okay, for 1 minute. All right.
And it's like.
Okay, so that's why you asked
forever.
1 minute. Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, even if it does 10 rounds, we'll see, but it doesn't matter. All right. So those guys pop down, and let's see. I'm trying to get them into. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, so they should
we
be at the end of the queue.
Yep.
by default.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Well,
Okay. So why don't you guys roll initiative real quick?
all right. Let's do that. Whoa. Oh, okay. Something's going on with my dice rolling as well. It's really strange. Okay.
Okay.
So it was 14.
14. Okay. Hannah.
17.
Damn. All right. So it's gonna essentially be exactly like the last battle. All right. So these bats. So these guys can. You have a gust around him.
Did another 19.
Yeah.
God.
Really?
Yeah. All right. So these guys are going to attack both of you. So the first one's going to go for Boris.
Go for it.
14. Your armor class is 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he hits.
Ooh.
Yeah. The bat's teeth sinks right into your shoulder area for 6 damage.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Let's see. Hannah. Tishwa, I mean.
Uh,
Let's see. Miss. All right. So it flaps around and you kind of dodge and shoo it out of the way.
yay.
So let's see. Skeletal Spearman's turn. So he kind of like and turns and he's going to actually attack one of these things.
Oh wow.
So let's see if he hits. Ooh, 18.
18.
So it's okay. So he's got a spear. He's gonna do 5, 8 damage. All right. So wow, his spear goes right through the belly of this one right here, and kind of it's hanging off now. He doesn't even care. It's hanging off the end of his spear, and he just kind of continues his walk with it. Just, but it's definitely dead.
All right.
Tishwa, your turn.
Can I make it my friend?
And I think you have animal handling, but
Yeah,
you
but is
need
that-
nah.
Yeah,
These guys are a little
okay.
more malicious than I would say.
Alright. I'm just gonna grab my ice knife.
Okay, Ice knife.
Which
Knife
is
it.
plus 4.
beautiful.
So 10 dice, yeah.
You have to
4
try to
plus
attack
4.
first, right?
8.
Yeah, I think that's an attack,
Oh,
right?
did I just go ahead and hit it?
Well, you can keep your damage roll if you want, but go ahead and
Okay,
roll
but
your,
that was an 8 total,
okay.
I guess.
Also, that's not actually the damage roll for it. So, so
No, but it
6
says-
6 plus 4. So
It says 1
10.
d10 to
Okay.
Peter plus 4. So I did
Okay.
it right.
Oh, all right.
No, I didn't.
no, that's fine.
No.
So that's all right. Well, you miss anyways. But
Okay.
Boris the Mighty, it is now your turn.
Yeah, I have a long history of hitting things, so I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna try to hit it with my sword.
Okay. Hit it, bash it, chop it.
Use it. Steal it.
Crying out loud.
Wow,
Mm.
you guys, I'm gonna have to do this all myself.
Yeah.
With the spearman.
Like every
All right.
other time.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
guarding him.
All right. So let's see. The giant bat is actually going to attack the spearman. All right, 14 hits. Oh boy.
Oh,
Okay. All right, not bad. 2 damage. It kind of just its wing bats its helmet. Its head kind of knocks to the side. No big deal. All right. Spearman's going to attack right back. Let's see. Actually hits. Okay, so let's see. He might kill this one too and create not yet. Okay, so his spear does kind of slash through its wing. And it's kind of flapping like weirdly now. So you guys get advantage on your next attack against it, 'cause it's not really flying around as well as it should. Tishwa, go ahead.
I've had enough, so I jump on top of his shoulders and I gouge my hands in his eyeballs, but then I figure they're too squishy, so I stuff them in his nose and I flip his face inside out.
This is beautiful. All right, let's see if you can do all of that.
I
We'll
better
say,
be.
all right, 15.
Ah,
Okay,
woo!
yeah, you're actually doing some damage. All right, so
Ah!
you do. So let's just say that's like a feral thing that we'll say you go into feral mode and do that artwork on his face. So
Okay.
do your regular damage that you would in that feral spell. What is that? 1d10.
1d10 plus 4.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Oh! Alright, you know
No.
what? He was already damaged from the skeleton, so you actually do kind of rearrange his face a bit. Maybe not to the desired effect, but he does die.
Can I make it to the desired effect? But the point is that the bat is like some sort of mutant, so he's fine without his skin on his face, kind of thing.
Well, he's dead now
I-
anyways.
my
I suppose
art.
you could do it.
Oh, yeah, you can do whatever
post-mortem.
you want now, yeah.
Oh, he is dead. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright, good job,
Can I
guys.
chop
Alright.
his head and keep it.
The skeleton continues his walk.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
should-
say you guys follow.
Yeah, we should probably should probably get to some questions soon as well.
Yeah, actually, we can do that.
Let's just
Actually,
play.
that's a good idea.
It is a lot of fun.
It
is,
is. I want to
it
do
is.
this more often.
Yeah, I
we can't
know.
just
Alright.
work.
All right. I know, and that's what we do, man. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's just, you guys just follow this guy around. I'm gonna say, for the sake of timeliness here, because I think we have another room in the dungeon. This guy actually goes right back into his sarcophagus here.
Do we get a reward?
Maybe.
Yes.
I'm
So
running
when the
off to it.
sarcophagus, okay. So when the sarcophagus closes, you actually start to hear banging inside. Doof, 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 doof. All right.
Try to
It's
open.
pretty heavy, so make a strength check.
All right.
Boris can do it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. So, Boris,
Oh.
you try to lift the lid as hard as you can, and
I
the
strain
lid
it back.
actually slips and goes and comes down on your fingers, and you
Oh.
take 2 damage.
Ouch.
Wow.
Tishwa, go ahead and try.
I did roll a 20. I don't want to say that I did because I got an 8, but I did roll it already.
Okay. What?
I got an 8.
Oh, you got an 8.
Mm.
All right.
I
so
also have
I'll
to cancel
say,
up my my
yeah, I'm
attempts.
gonna have to cancel that out. All right, so go ahead. I'm gonna say just where you're able to open it. So go ahead. And inside, you see a. First of all, you get a bunch of Fungin tokens that kind of rain. That rain down from wherever.
Oh,
They go tick, 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 tick.
Oh. Yes.
You get about. Let's see. You guys get about 8 8 function tokens that rain around you guys. Yeah,
Nice.
that's real good rain. Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Also, out comes, strangely enough, a nobleman.
Oh, hey.
Ugh, and he's all shaken about, and he's just, I demand a refund, and he runs out.
What? You're not going
A
anywhere.
refund.
What the hell?
Yeah, they pay a lot to get into this dungeon experience. You guys got in for free because you're doing a job.
Is he actually one of our people that we need to save?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm sure they'll count his head when he comes through the door.
Oh yeah.
Well,
We'll get our
So
money.
there's one of them. All right, so he's out of the dungeon now. Good job, you guys saved a nobleman. So I'll make a note of that. That's 100 right there. Wow, 100.
yeah,
So
I'd
let's
like
see.
to keep a tally of those numbers.
You guys go back into the main room of this fungeon area. Let's change up the lighting again.
Hey.
Okay, so let's take a little break here. Let's answer some questions, and then we'll finish off the other room. And
Should we finish up the other room, or
Yes.
you want to go to the other room first?
I want to have fun.
because
All right,
question time might take a while.
Question people are awesome, but
It depends on how sort of long the room would be, I suppose. If we should
Yeah,
split it
that's
up
true.
into 2 streams.
nah, we should answer questions. We just need to play this more often, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you got, what do you guys feel like doing? So do you guys this door right here, as you're walking over to it, the merchant actually stops. He's kind of picking up his area, and he says, "Oh no, you can't go that way until you finish the other room. It's just the way it is. I know you guys finished that one, but this dungeon, that door won't open until you complete whatever's in that other area."
Well then.
Yeah, and that's fucking phenomenal planning on my part.
Alright, I'm spending a fungi. Can we spend a fungi and buy a drink?
Yeah,
while we
you guys
ask
got
questions?
So you guys got like what now? 18 fungeon tokens.
Boris,
Yes.
where'd you go?
Around the corner.
Can I
All
buy
right,
you
so-
a drink?
Yeah, you can buy a drink if you guys want.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. So the healing potions are 5 fungeon tokens each. So just take that away from your total count. So basically, you guys, if you want to do that, you're down to 8 fungeon tokens, which is not very fun.
No, that's really
but-
expensive.
Yeah, but
I think we should get a drink for free.
All right, well,
We
make
saved
a
his
persuasion
life.
check. Yeah, absolutely. He is a merchant. He's in this to make money. So you're gonna have to do a
Well, we
persuasion
could
check
just
on him.
leave him with all of the rest of the goblins.
That's a great point. So make a persuasion check.
Okay.
So just roll 1d20, and I think you have a
Persuasion
charisma.
+2.
All right.
+2. Buy me and Boris a drink.
All right. You know what? He gives you guys another round of drinks.
All
So go ahead and roll 1d8s to heal if you need it. If not, just keep it in your bag and you'll be all set.
Okay, now is maybe a good time to answer
2.
questions.
Plus.
Okay. 2.
But there was this room over here.
4.
Was it? The
Yeah. So
sewer-
there is one
sewage
more
room?
room if you guys want to do that and then answer some questions.
What do you guys think? Because
It's
I
a-
wouldn't mind playing like the whole thing, which is I don't know 4 hours.
All right. Well, let's do this then. Let's take a break and answer some questions then.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do that.
All right. Let's do it. All right, guys. All right. Let me take a look at the stream here.
Well, okay, so as I mentioned, Zen Commander made this awesome app, and I lost most of the questions because my computer
Yikes.
crashed. There are some in here, and I think both Panda and Zen Commander might have gone through and added some of those.
Yay!
So I'm gonna take care of the ones
Thank
that's in the. They should be in the file. So let's see if that's the case. Let's see.
All right.
So there's a backup.
Sit tight,
file.
guys. We'll be right with you. Gonna get some. Oh, you know what? Hey, Johnny, while you're putting that together, I'm gonna make some more.
Sure. Let's see. All right. While I figure out whether or not this there is a file, I'm going to start reading up some of the questions. So it seems like they are listed. Yeah, the latest, so the earliest one from top here. Let's see. Yeah, exporting the questions would give it they will all, yeah, but the ones that I lost when the computer crashed, I'm guessing it's not automatically exported somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just asking in chat here. Okay, so the first one that I have here is, I think I recall you guys said there might be a mod store. So when will we be able to make content for it? Could you guys release a dimensions and basic requirements for assets?
That might be nice. Yeah, that might be nice for that. Even before, so that when it's there, then they already have some stuff they want to put in.
Yeah, so we haven't decided on sort of the mod store, or how people would, if there's a way to sort of sell these for people. However, there's certainly ways to mod the game, and it will be easy to put, well, easy enough at least to put characters and tiles alike in the game. So we could technically start releasing some specs on that. Characters are easy to spec. The tiles are a bit trickier to spec right now. Yeah, I was just answering a question about modding possibility and whether or not we could sort of release any dimensions and basic requirements. So as I mentioned, characters are easy to release a spec for. Tiles, we're still figuring some things out because of the multi
levels.
The multi-level stuff.
Right.
In fact, maybe because I should be demonstrating some of the multi level stuff as well, and Panda is going to paste the questions into Discord, so that means that you can probably answer some of those things as well, and I could do some demonstrations while you read up the questions maybe.
Yeah, so let's see. So
let's see where that
is he going into the mod channel, or
okay, so the lost ones, and I can probably paste the other one. I can do the other ones. So let's see. So I hope that answered the questions about modding. Yes, it would be easy to mod. Not sure what we're doing, if we're doing a mod store or something like that. We could release character specifications. Tiles will have to wait a bit because of the multi level system that we're not entirely sure how will impact the tiles yet. So that's that. And then Chunky Rocket asked, or no, that might have been actually, never mind. That was a comment on someone else. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Will we be able to add our own music? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll probably have to make a simpler system for that, because currently you add it like you mod anything via the Unity project. So you add it to an asset that is like this atmosphere asset. And I might go. So I don't want to. Is there anything else in this room that will be revealed if I go into Dungeon Master mode?
No. Go ahead. Go right into Dungeon Master.
So I'm going to go into Dungeon Master mode, and what we have are these sort of objects that are currently just looks like these, and this is where you sort of change atmosphere, and there's music associated with these as well, so you can sort of turn up the music and the ambient, and that's how you would currently add music to the game. But we'll probably make that easier, because I imagine music and sound effects is something that people want to be quite flexible with. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I would love to have a panel, a panel with sub panels, to just have music, sound effects, and lighting, so you can just change it up really easily on the fly. We'll probably might end up with a system like that.
Yeah,
this is pretty cool. I like the board piece thing. But yeah, if you want,
it's great for sort of setting up things pre-game and just going into If you go into a new room, you just activate it and it's fine. But obviously,
Right.
if you want to have more control during the game, then it's a bit awkward. So we might have to find a different system for that.
Right.
And let's see the next
Yeah,
one.
I can answer some questions if you want me to. If you want to start building out some stuff and just showing.
Yeah, as in do we have some questions in?
Oh yeah,
this-
yeah, we got a lot of questions in. So let's
Okay,
see. Will
cool.
there be any updates as far as progression of the platform for potential release? Any prospective timeline for release? Yeah, that's still a tough one, man. I'm hoping that we can release this year. Absolutely. We got to spend more time on it. We have a lot of the stuff that you're seeing right now. I mean, I would even say some of the tile sets. I'd want to redo some of the tile sets and make a more cohesive kind of art style. There's still some features involved and everything like that we want to. I want to say this year. Our initial aim was to get some testable version out there before the end of Q1 here, but I don't think that's going to happen. We might have to push it to Q2.
Yeah, it's once again this is a part-time project for us, and I've had a new job earlier of the year, and I've been spending a lot more time on that.
Right.
So this is it's unfortunate.
Hey, man,
but
yeah,
that's just how it is.
Yeah. Hey, it'd be great if we could do full time. We'll have to I don't know.
We'll certainly figure that stuff out as well. So.
Right, absolutely. So what are the plans for the stat system to use passive perception with fog of war occlusion, for example, traps and treasure chests? All right, so that is a good question. We are still working on a stat system right now, and we certainly want to have triggered events in the game, so dungeon masters can kind of set up triggered events that can work with stats. That is going to have to be seen because we're like I said, we're still working on the stat system itself, and it should be like, what is that, Johnny? Like a Lua? Is that?
Yeah. So we actually have someone who's working towards this goal now, and we're playing around with a lot of systems there. But it's probably going to be Lua based because we're also adding abilities to sort of to do some scripting inside of our modding tools, so that there are certain things that and certain functionalities that could be added by other people if need be, and it also makes it easier for us to make functionality modular for ourselves.
Right.
So we can choose what we want to put in.
Yeah, man, that would be awesome to have scripting in the game, and that's something we're trying to work towards.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So when you release Tailspire, will you do it on Steam? Absolutely. Probably Steam, GOG, the regular channels.
Yeah. We have the game running on Steam right now, and we'll probably do a lot of the initial testing there just because it's really easy to do.
Right.
And
absolutely.
when we start sort of letting people into the game for testing, that's probably how it's going to be done.
Cool. Let's see. You already said that you want players, GMs, to make their own asset models, etc. Would it be possible to make state transition? For example, turn a goblin into a wizard with some kind of effect. Yeah, I mean, okay, so that kind of goes back to the other thing with scripting and events. If we can get some sort of like systems in there for scripting events, then yeah, that kind of stuff would be totally possible, and include visual effects and everything like that, along with sound effects and the actual event that you want to take place. But that will have to be in time.
Yeah,
quite
it's
there yet.
definitely something I would love to do, and probably something we'll do post initial release.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, probably. Yeah. And that's the thing. We're gonna keep working. This is somewhat of a tool, so it's really, I mean, yeah. There's a lot you can just keep building and building and building with it and add more features and everything like that. Now, that being said, we don't want it to be, there might be a mode where, it's just a very simple, straight up dice, minis, and tiles mode where everything else is open. There's not all this kind of stuff going on in the background and automation. That it would be good to have that.
As in all of that stuff should be optional anyway. And the way we're going to approach automation, if at all, we're likely to, I think, because there's a lot of fun ideas and and this.
Yep.
Yeah, we, as I mentioned, we have someone who's potentially really good at this stuff. That's looking into it, and that is it's really exciting.
Yes, absolutely.
Which would and the way we would approach this most likely is that we would provide all the information needed, but it would always be the DM to make that sort of makes the last call. So you don't need to utilize all of that stuff.
Right. Will there be provision for music cues when you swap between different modes? Maybe battle music that can start when you enter combat mode, etc. Yeah, hooking up a different. That would be cool to hook up battle music, with combat mode and everything like that. If not, like I said, we could have a panel where you could easily just turn it on when you go into combat mode. We'll see how that works.
Absolutely.
And if we have scripted events, then there you go. That's we can solve it with that kind of system. Will there be a way to scale the HUD for people viewing on large displays? Character portraits were difficult to read. Yeah.
The system for scaling UI is already in there. It's just not very well implemented, and the entire UI will be having sort of an overhaul at some point. At which point we'll definitely give a lot more flexibility on how that is viewed, including changing the sizes of things.
Yeah. The UI you guys see today will for release. It's just there's a lot of some of it for sure, but a lot of it is just temporary. Let's see. You've mentioned. What's up, Hannah?
You spelled my name wrong.
Who did?
You did.
Me?
Yeah.
Tishwa?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
What did I say? How did I spell it?
TISHWHA.
Oh, shites. Oh boy.
That was an important question.
Let's see. You've mentioned not wanting to rig tokens for animations, but have you considered setting snapping points on the models for items, weapons, potions, and the like? Yeah.
Oh.
I know. That's that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Okay, because here's the thing too, is that ideally I'd like to build a Hero Forge type system, for creating your mini, and if that became reality, then absolutely that would be possible, because we would have to, we would have that there. The current minis, no, but future minis and the future system if there is a future system to create minis in that manner, that could happen. I would like that to happen. With tinting and everything like that, that's completely possible. It's just that that's another kind of large system that we'd have to work on. We're trying to get just the basic features in right now. Just playing and making the play itself feel good. I know minis are very important for people, and that will be addressed in the future for sure.
We could probably address that after we have something out.
Yep. Yeah. Another
Because
post release.
Building on top of it after, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, no, most definitely. There's going to be. Ideally, we'll be creating whatever kind of adventure packs with new monsters, tiles, and features. As far as features, we'll have to see how the release strategy is going to be. But we're so far behind that right now that we have a lot of time to consider these things. And let's see. Any thoughts for atmosphere UI, leaning more configurable pillars or panel system? Yeah, panels. Absolutely. I'm partial to panels myself, especially after playing the latest Divinity Original Sin 2. The panel is really well done, and I think we should at least try something like that.
Yeah, we need to play around with that, making it
Yeah.
so UI isn't intrusive, but still giving you a lot of control.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's see. How is elevation handled? Is it more okay? Is it a more fixed system depending on model height, or will you, or one where you can freely set the height? So Johnny's working on that exact thing right now.
So freely set the height.
Yep.
Well,
Absolutely.
so currently I can sort of between elevations, I can sort of change the elevation height between the levels.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I'm demonstrating it on stream here.
I love that. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I can
That's so
see.
funny.
But I'm not sure
Um,
exactly how, sort of what they mean by that.
Right.
Like
Other
if
plans?
you want to have something floating, maybe, and just floating in the air, like a ghost.
Oh,
that's
absolutely, man.
stationary.
Absolutely, like a cool crystal ball, kind of.
Yeah,
This giant, or like a dragon mini or something. I don't know if
that's
minis
possible,
actually
right?
Well, I would assume so.
Or maybe you would just create the sort of space collision larger and make
Yeah.
that hit the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there plans for single player gameplay, maybe later in development? So funny. When we first started working on this, I was envisioning kind of just a single player type game, but it quickly evolved into something else.
Yeah.
But we love, like Neverwinter Nights and Baldur's
D&D.
all those D&D, man, and like. Yeah, absolutely. We love D&D, playing with our friends and everything like that. But that being said, we also are very big fans of, the classic modding of, Neverwinter Nights 2 and all that stuff. So I would love in the future to have a single player type like version of this. That would just be so fun to work on, and
Do you
and
mean,
have
Yeah.
pre-developed packages like of setups and features in the way and stuff? That's
yeah, so
pretty
people can just play
doable
this stuff on
already.
their own and play. Yeah, I mean, it would take some work, obviously. I mean, the
Yeah.
systems, but then the actual single player game and the writing and all that stuff would take a long time.
Yeah.
But with scripting and other things like that we're trying to put into this, absolutely, in the future we definitely
Yeah.
want to try to work on that.
That would be cool.
That's definitely future development, though.
Yeah. It might end up being almost like a different product altogether.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah, it
did,
would be like,
as Jason mentioned, it was originally supposed to be that. And then when we started posting about it, and so many people got excited about the possibility of playing like Dungeons and Dragons with these types of miniatures, and we already had this multiplayer stuff set up, so we just started leaning more and more towards that direction, and now that's basically what Tailspire has turned into.
Yep, absolutely.
So a hopefully a more sort of gamified virtual tabletop in a way.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, that's just it. I mean, this right here, dude. This is this is really fun. I'm hoping to, we're hoping to usher in a new era of PC virtual tabletops here with this thing. It's really it's fun to play with. The physicality it's really nice and neat. All right.
Sure.
So are there any? Okay, so I already asked this a year ago, but any news about what the buying system will be like? Something like Fantasy Grounds that only GM needs to have the app and serve as the host for the players. Just playing around would be very good. Yeah, see, like our pricing strategy and all that stuff is still in the works. We're not exactly sure how we're going to price this thing and how we're going to package it for people.
Yeah, it's
we'll have to see.
it's a tricky one. It's I'm actually been leaning more towards people just purchasing it as a game and then getting access to it. So everyone would basically have to purchase it, but that it would be we would offer packages and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's too early to say for sure.
Yeah. And it wouldn't. Yeah. It's too early to say, man. We'll have to see what this thing turns into, before we're comfortable with the final product and see what we have,
Yep.
or if we have like just player versions that are cheap that don't have access to the GM tools or something. I don't know. We'll have to, yeah, but can go in and play with somebody with. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes and what we're gonna do for that. Absolutely.
For sure.
Will the initiative system utilize the mini pedestals glowing ring when it's their turn? Does it do that already or?
Pretty sure it does.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay.
It probably doesn't, but that's
I thought
probably
it did.
it might. Your character
might-
is probably.
Yeah, if not, we'll have to make sure that syncs throughout maybe the whole game, the whole board. And so whenever that's a good question. And yeah, we'll have to check that out. So if we,
It's a good call, because what if there's like a fog or color that makes everything a little bit monotone and you can't really tell? Maybe.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, no, we'll figure something out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see. What is the maximum map size you can create? Seriously, I haven't even. I don't know. It's like infinite right now. it's just about infinite. I've tried to break it, but I can just keep weighing tiles all day.
So there's no system for handling loads. So there's no sort of loading out and loading in areas when you make something that's incredibly large. At some point, you're probably going to start experiencing some sort of float precision stuff because there's the center of the world. But even then, I have no idea.
I
I
guess somebody will find out.
Oh yeah, and I have been thinking about doing a sort of like a tile-based or sort of like a area-based thing, so that you load in and sort of unload things as they go out of view. Significantly enough for them not to matter. At which point you could almost build like a continuous world if that was something that people wanted to do. But I'm not sure. It's something we'll have to play around with.
Yep. All right. Cool. Will there be a way for the DM to modify dice, fail or pass, as if you were rolling behind a screen and wanted to fail or pass a roll for narrative reasons, etc. Yeah, so we want to have we were thinking about having a system where the DM would roll essentially a blank dice. It would look like blank dice to the players. They wouldn't see any numbers on it. They'd see the dice rolls themselves, but they wouldn't see what numbers it landed on. And then if the DM wanted to reveal that, he can just reveal that. So
yeah, and I think
that's kind of,
probably still a good idea. And with the whole Dungeon Master system as it works now, and even when you automate things, the Dungeon Master always have the final say. So that means that you, as a Dungeon Master, will, regardless of what rolls and what calculations we do, the Dungeon Master will always be able to say this succeeded or this failed.
Right.
Can we have the Holy Grail sound go off when that dice goes?
Maybe like on the D20.
Yeah, on the D20. Absolutely.
Like a natural 20 rather.
Yeah, naturally. Yep. Let's see. How about displaying the hit points as the blue circle under the character model would be a nice feature to quickly see your hit points. Yeah, so again, that's going to have to be tied in to whatever stat system we have, and then from there, we can go.
Yeah.
We can go crazy, man. I like the idea of having some sort of like clock little thing like that.
Maybe.
That's pretty cool.
And stuff like health, we do need to get in there pretty quickly because I feel like it would be beneficial to have a concept of death, so that when you die, you don't just sort of disappear, but there's some sort of effect or something that happens when you die, and to have that, we have to have a concept of. Well, we can just kill it, of course. Right click and kill, and that works well anyway. But
right.
It would be count HP is such a universal concept that most games are going to have. So, and we could do what Roll20 do first of all, to just have these generic stats that will that you can just bring up and down. At least for sort of early versions, I'm not sure.
Right. Will there be spotlights and effects to be used to draw attention, etc. Johnny, could you just like turn on the GM flashlight?
Yeah,
we
so we
actually
do have like a flashlight looking thing, and it works pretty well. It was working really well the last stream, so I'm not sure what happened
Yeah.
there. We have done some changes to syncing, etc., so that might have been what caused it.
Right.
But this...
So there are ways for people to point for the GM to point things out, and it looks like a little mini flashlight. We're trying to keep it kind of what would you use like at a board? Maybe a laser pointer, but if we thought a flashlight kind of have that god ray thing. It looks nice. Let's see. Can you turn off collisions for objects? Not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
That is a good point. Just to sort of say something more about that.
Yeah, go.
Because
Yeah,
we do
absolutely.
need a concept of visibility on individual objects, and maybe in the same system we could do something like, okay, this not only is invisible, but it's also, or it's invisible and you can't collide with it or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the flashlight works out really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we would have used it a lot if it was working, but if for some reason it's not.
Yeah, it was like Johnny said, it was working great the last stream. And that, you know what? No big deal. We'll fix it.
Yeah.
A 53-year-old DM. Awesome. Love you folks and this product. Thank you so much, man. That's really cool. Any chance of seeing something on my own PC before I'm dead?
Oh no.
Yes, I know. That's why, dude. Trust me, man. Listen.
Unless you
I'm
have
working
some
so
sort of
hard.
terminal
Yeah. Oh God. And
thing.
We really hope you. Really hope you don't. No. Seriously, man. Like we work like really hard and like trying to get this out, man. We're really trying. Absolutely. Don't make no mistake. We're just about all of our free time is going into this. So yeah, absolutely. And we want it out there just as much as I want to see you guys. I want to watch your streams.
Oh
I
god,
want to
yeah,
watch
that
your
would be
streams. You know
so
what I'm saying?
awesome.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
logging
I want
onto
people to
Twitch
play
and
it.
seeing people
Some
play it.
characters that other
Oh,
people
jeez.
would add.
And
would be so
when
much
that happens,
fun.
I'm not going to get anything done because all I'm going to be doing is watching everybody else's streams. So,
Yeah, pretty much.
game development will slow for a period of time when this is like even during the test phase. I want
yeah,
to see.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, absolutely, man. We want to get this out, and
Really, this year would be nice.
yeah, just be careful, look both ways
Where-
before crossing the street, and
Yeah.
we'll get it to you.
Where I would like to say that it's not sort of, it's still not too far sort of feature wise to what we would want to start testing. It's
it
just been that there's been so many things going on lately, so
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah,
been a bit slow right now.
Work related things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can you move your character with the arrow? No.
I saw that, but I saw that in the comment section when they asked the question,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I sort of want that now.
All right, let's do it.
I just sort of tapping to sort of, it's more a question of sort of what would the direction be. I guess whatever would be most facing forward. But we'll see. That might be cool though. It might be quite satisfying actually.
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Well, let's
yeah,
test it
I
anyway,
would like
so.
to see it, and then just like a nice little slide.
Almost like a like the tentacles from Day of the Tentacle.
There you go, dude. There you go. You have little animations for attacking, casting spells, and such. Are there any plans for looping animations,
Oh.
such as the token wobbling around, flying on the floor, or floating? That's
Probably.
probably yeah.
Yeah,
Why
because
not?
we're going to be adding a lot more of these and a lot more sort of effects as well once we figure out how to do them properly. One of the
Yep.
reasons why we want Lua in is so to make it easier to run custom sort of scenarios when it comes to emotes, so that we can more easier have animation play on multiple characters in situations where we have different attacks and so forth. Numpad, Sen Commander is suggesting that might also be good if you have a
Yep.
numpad.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see. You have okay. So, what is your favorite feature? Oh, what is your favorite feature so far? Favorite feature to come? Oof. Jeez. So my favorite feature is probably still the dice, man. I don't know. I still like
knew
the
you would
dice.
say that,
Yeah.
and I think that's universally seen to be the best feature. The reason actually why we implemented cinematic mode was to stop players from rolling dice. And this isn't kidding. I've been thinking about cinematic mode for a while, where you could, as a dungeon master, sort of create a narrative with a bit of
Oh,
camera angles and stuff.
show them real quick, man, what cinematic mode looks like and how you can set it up as a DM.
Okay, so the currently things are not looking sort of. There's some problems here, but basically you can go into. You have the different modes up here, and you have the exploration mode. You have the combat mode, and you have the cinematic mode. So you can go around and you can sort of set up a few camera angles, and they show up like these tiny screenshots, and then you can just flip between them, like so, as well as send them to the player. So by clicking the eye up here, you know that's sort of the one that the player is looking at. And I'll also make it so that at least the current one, you can see like a preview of what they're seeing, real time, because you can also sort of wobble and sort of change characters around,
Right.
so that you can also see what's happening there. And but it works. It's a fairly simple system, but it works well. The true reason why we're having it once again is because we did a fairly large test with quite a lot of players, and they just wouldn't stop rolling dice, as in just all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
It
And
was
I mean,
herding
yeah,
cats.
it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
It was
and
a lot
of
of
course, I
fun,
don't blame them, man. You know, it was
no.
I think there was their first time in game, and they were just like going.
Oh,
They were just
absolutely.
going nuts. They were
Absolutely.
having a lot of fun. But that did like give us. Yeah, that did say like, all right, hey, if you want to wrangle your players in, kind of set the scene, kind of like, okay, everybody, let's play some Dungeons and Dragons now, you know, and you know, the cinematic mode is a really good way for that, and I'm sure other people will find other ways to use it as well. But really cool, really cool. I love these features. That was actually kind of the point of today's stream, was to show off these different modes. With the main one being initiative, because I know that was I mean that's a big thing, you know, to keep track of initiative and everything like that. Now we do have a working system. Which is great.
Yeah, so with the text as it is currently, it's a bit sort of it's a bit problematic, but you can sort of set up, you can add, and for some reason the and this is probably because we've been switching. I crashed and all that stuff, so things that might not be initialized properly. You can add and remove characters from the initiative tracker. You're supposed to later also be able to drag, select an area of characters.
Nice.
Then once you have them set up, you can sort of move them around, and then you go out of edit mode, and then the combat queue is synced with everyone, and you can click next and previous to go between the characters.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a bit buggy right now because we had some problems earlier. Bugs tend to stack up.
Yep.
But yes.
But no, the core is there for these features. Yeah, we just, you know, we need to pretty them up and polish that up, and we will be working on that for sure. Let's see. Favorite feature to come would probably be like hit point tracker, stuff like that.
Yeah. After sort of having brainstormed the whole automation and how that might work with the game, I'm really excited about that stuff. But we'll see how that works out. But it's it seems really cool, and I could imagine how it would make the game a lot more fluent, and just playing pen and paper in general a lot more fluent, more focused on the storytelling. And
nice, dude.
So automating things without taking away any control from the dungeon master to do whatever you want to do, basically.
Perfect. That's exactly that's our mission. Let's see. I know this is pretty far in the future. What is your perspective on VR for Tailspire? Virtual reality for Tailspire is like, I mean, obviously that's, you know, that would be amazing. I don't even own a VR thing, so I think
that's
Johnny
the
is
case,
testable
I
for you
would-
guys. You guys got some, right?
Yeah,
we could maybe
we do
couldn't
have
we
an
do
Oculus.
VR from the eyes of your player?
The character.
Yikes! That'd be scary.
Yeah,
That would be that
Imagine
would
like a big D20 kind of rolling at you.
it would be the easiest solution too.
just
Yeah.
but how would we control that? I guess.
Just-
But
You
that
wouldn't
would be-
have
just
to.
everyone
'cause
would
it
just be a
be
pawn, and then
silly.
the dungeon master would move them around.
Yeah. Or no, you
No,
can just use your
you
arrow
would-
keys, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
exactly.
That's a feature now, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. That would be cool, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, virtual reality and Tailspire. That is, but I mean, that's another thing that's just gonna have to see what happens, man.
That would be one of the easier implementations later.
Because really,
Well-
we're gonna keep. I mean, once this is released, we're gonna keep working on it. We're not gonna stop working on it until nobody's playing, or until like we are like so sick of it that
Yeah.
we'll take a break from it for a while.
We're-
But
we're-
really, this is.
Yeah, we're hoping this will be an ongoing thing, and we can just continue.
No, absolutely, because of the fact that it's not a game. You know what I'm saying? It's not like one done. Like here's your experience. This is a tool. And so we're gonna refine it. We're gonna build upon it. We're gonna do all that kind of things. And we're gonna listen to you guys. I mean, this is
Yeah.
my favorite part of this. One of my favorite things about these streams is getting your guys' feedback while we're and your questions and stuff like that. And and then that's we're gonna listen to you guys. If for anybody who's on the stream right now, if you're not already, come to our Discord channel. We're pretty active there, and if you have any questions or feedback or anything like that you'd like to talk to us about, join our Discord.
Yeah,
like I said,
absolutely. There's a great group of people in there.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing. Like there's a community surrounding this thing.
Yeah,
and it's not
imagine
even
that.
released yet, and these guys are great, man.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
a lot of experienced D&D players and things like that there too. And game developers, which is really cool. It's a really cool little community that we got going on over there. So let's see. Has there been any work or progress on flying objects such as invisible platforms or something to indicate flying? So
Not yet.
not yet. But we might be able to leverage. So what you're seeing right now with the multi, we can possibly leverage this system right here to make that kind of stuff happen. So it's obviously not off the table. Absolutely.
Yeah,
not.
it also shouldn't be that difficult to sort of set like a offset for a character. It's more how we would visualize that otherwise.
Right. Absolutely.
So we'll have to
And I
find
mean,
out.
we could, yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, so we'll leave it at that for now. I'm not familiar with Unity that much, but you guys can making a random. Oh, making a random tile generator to break up the tile repetition. Oh, so, yee.
So there's we actually went for a design where we were thinking about sort of the printed tile approach.
Yeah.
So that tiles would be quite similar. There are things that we will do when you're dragging out tile. We will sort of rotate them naturally, and there's also some tiles that are built up of a lot of smaller tiles. At which point we could certainly do more to randomize things.
Yeah.
Just for the visual.
Yeah. The building tool. Yeah. Like Johnny said, randomizing the placement and rotation of the tiles when you're just dragging out a large set of them.
Yeah.
That would be good.
That will certainly do. We'll be able to flag a sort of tiles as being sort of freely rotatable.
Yeah. Also, if you do have a certain tile set that has maybe multiple floors, I don't know, maybe multiple floor tiles, different floor tiles. For instance, with the dungeon one that you're looking at right now, maybe one has big chink out of it, or like a big chunk of stone that's missing, or something like that. We can include those in the random rotation and generation of when you're dragging out large things.
So when dealing with multiple tiles, we'll have to make a system for that. As in, we have to somewhat group them together, saying that these are sort of exchangeable. And that's something we could probably do.
Yeah, absolutely. We can look into that for sure. Let's see. Are you going to expose live game data via something like a WebSocket?
That would be insanely cool. So maybe. Yeah, because I've also had this dream so many times of making really cool Twitch integrations so that
Yep.
people could almost display the game as it is, the data that would be presented or stored on sort of the web server, and therefore also being able to maybe seize controls over creatures and a lot of cool things.
Nice, man.
So, I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, but I definitely
That would be
love to
amazing,
do
man.
something
Imagine
like
like during the stream right now, the viewers could control, what happens in moving the monsters around and stuff,
Yeah.
and having like really cool. Yeah. Jeez, that'd be nuts, dude. That'd be nuts.
Yeah, and it's not that far fetched from how we
No,
store
you were
data
working
right
on
now.
something.
Yeah,
you were working on something you were able to do that.
So hopefully,
yeah,
yes.
we'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, so last question right now. A stream or two ago, it was asked about dice trays and dice towers. Are these still being considered? You're not the only one who wants it. You're not the only one who wants it. I've known some other people that want some dice trays and stuff like that. Absolutely. I mean, that's super. I mean, why not? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring in next stream. I'll make a quick dice tray or something like that, and for the next stream, I'll bring one in, and we'll roll around in that for a little bit or something. The thing is it's gonna have to be off to the side of the board that you're playing on. So
Yeah.
but-
yeah, we
yeah.
did do some testing, and my personal opinion on it is that it doesn't feel very good, and it's clunky. It's out to the side, and it's
for the dice for the dice tower, you
yeah,
mean?
but yes, for the dice tower.
Yeah. Dice tray is a different thing. Dice, I mean,
Sure, but it would be a similar concept in that you would have to take the game somewhere else. Maybe if we
Right.
integrated so that you could move quickly to the dice tray, or if we made it something that's separate from the board itself, so that the dice would never land. But then, how that would be displayed to other players and stuff, I'm not sure if it's worth it, to be honest. But we could do some more experimentation on it.
Yeah, I mean, as it is right now, the only thing that's stopping us from making a dice tray is like physically going into Max and just making a dice tray model and then bringing it into here. Like Johnny said, though, it's going to take you away from the board. But if you're all right with that, no big deal, man.
We could add, like you're saying, why don't we add it in the next stream so that we can show how it feels, and then we can go from there and see if it's anything worth adding.
Absolutely.
We can consider doing that for sure.
Sure. Okay.
Test
So I
it
think
out.
that's it for the questions that Panda copied in. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
there
if
might
there's
be. I'm
any
gonna
more.
check the app here real quick, see if there's some more. So what was the last one you saw?
The last one I saw was asking about dice trays and dice towers.
Dice trays. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, cool. So at this point, I don't know what time it is over there. I think it's 9 o'clock or something.
Yeah, I
your
think
guys'
we
way.
it went for a couple of hours, but that's fine.
All right. You know what? Let's call it what you told. Oh my God, what did you do?
What did I do? What?
Yeah. No, I'm just going back to the stream here.
Oh, I see.
I mean, the game.
Yeah, no,
wow.
I killed your area, so don't save.
That's okay. Yeah, that won't say. Well, it doesn't really matter. That was all right. You know what? Let's pick this up next week. You guys will be going into the level 2 of this Fungin.
Okay, so
And,
maybe not next week.
I mean, not next. I'm sorry. Shit. Next stream.
I think next week we have D&D here.
Yeah, we are.
Nice.
But yeah, we'll set up a new, more recent, as in a bit
Yeah,
more.
we're gonna get to streaming again, like a little regular.
More regular.
Yeah, we could
Play this.
probably in 2 weeks.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Definitely
we'll
should
we'll
play more
have to look
often.
at we'll have to look at the sort of the date to see, but
Yeah.
definitely.
All right.
And
Sorry. I
so
wanna
we're
play
in
now.
actually. I'm just to answer some questions that came up here quickly.
Oh,
Jason is in the U.S. He's in Massachusetts. Johnny, myself and Hannah is in Norway actually, and not the Netherlands. That was it.
Yeah. Right. So they're across the pond, very far away. 6-hour difference, man. So that's
Yeah.
that's another thing. Yeah, trying to sync up and work, in like this kind of different time zone has been somewhat challenging. But it's like we're just used to it now. But yeah, absolutely. It's all right, man. The internet is a thing.
Yeah.
I've never even met him in real life.
Yeah,
and
that's
we've been
true.
Friends for like years and years and years.
Yeah,
That's
like
just crazy. We've
decade
developed
at least. Yeah, at least
at
over a
least
decade. We
at
made
least
a
a
lot
decade.
of we made a lot of stuff together. So.
Yeah. But that's cool. Any other questions, Johnny, that you saw or?
Yeah, Panda wants to DM the next time. He says.
Panda wants a DM.
Nice.
Fine, Panda, but you gotta DM for the Fungin. You gotta make a second level of the Fungin with tokens and all that other stuff. This is like Chuck E. Cheese meets D&D.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's cool. Also, let's see. Any Discord API stuff? I've spoken to Discord briefly, and it would be cool to implement Discord into the game through their game bridge thing. I can't remember what it's called exactly now. And we really want to try looking into that. We just haven't had time yet.
Yeah. It would. Yeah. Absolutely. It'd be cool to do so. I don't know. I won't say anymore. I guess I don't know what's happening.
But okay, so thank you so much for joining us for this
everybody.
stream.
Thank you so much for
And,
tuning in.
Yay!
It's really cool to see you guys. Like your enthusiasm, everything that drives us forward.
Yeah.
With game development.
Can we get a vote to see who wants us to continue the game?
Continue the game.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
I'm not sure if I want the
Right
answers.
now?
Oh
I want
no.
to
Oh.
play!
Well, it's getting a bit late, but we will continue this time, sort of the last time. We have this
Okay.
we have this creature now that could become our future nemesis that got away from us.
Absolutely, man.
I know,
Thanks.
he got away. We need to find him.
Well, that will happen next time. I destroyed the
Okay.
board.
Ah,
Oh, he did too. He did
Yeah,
too.
I did.
It looks cool though, man. I really like what you did.
Right.
Nice castle wall right there.
Yeah.
Ah,
Just a castle wheel with a steer.
yeah.
But yes, once again, thank you everyone. If I'm sorry about not being more active in the chat itself. If we do want to talk to us more directly, we will be available on Discord, so at most times, and would love to hear from you guys. And
Awesome, man.
we'll try to
Yeah,
make
thank
the
you guys.
stream more frequent.
Absolutely. More frequent streams. And yeah, once again, just thank you all for coming. It's great times, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yay.
guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.